Hi, I'm Dave Mirra, and welcome to the BMX Super Tour. Today we got up, we met in the lobby at 9:30 and just got on the bus, and Dennis and I were talking, and we just decided kind of late last night, you know, it'd be kind of cool to ride street in Rochester, because I've heard a lot of good things about that, and I've never ridden Rochester, so. What it costs?
Here we are in Rochester, New York, street riding.
We headed into Rochester, New York, and we got off the bus, and right around the corner was a little park, and I think it had some good stuff. There was a good little dirt bank that Colin McKay tail whipped, Koji tail whipped it.
The cop said we could ride anywhere we want except for that dirt mountain in the park. All right, thanks for the permission.
Found a few set of stairs, and it was pretty weird. Like the stairs were like here, and there was like a cement like block thing, but it had like a kind of a bank wedge on it. And me and Colin both at the same time kind of wall rode it and came off. And then there was a light pole right next to it. And Dennis, I don't know what he was thinking. I think he was trying to swing around and jump onto his bike at some time. I don't think he ever got it. I know he slammed in the wall a few times. That was pretty funny.
And I saw this, like, I guess it was probably almost 5 feet tall, like cement kind of building's name tag or something like that, saying what it is or where it's at or whatever. And I was like, man, I was trying to make a little dirt mound. I'm like, man, I wonder if you can, you know, get up in a book of that. I saw some little sandbags, and I was looking for a piece of plywood or something in the city. I didn't find it, but I was like, man, I wonder, there's got to be something. So I asked Rob to let me see a skateboard. So I embedded his back truck into the dirt so it was actually like a ramp with a kicktail. It was almost like a smooth ramp, and a couple tries of that, and then it actually worked out. It was kind of funny just grabbing a skateboard and making it into a ramp to a book of that, and it worked out. It was kind of one of those things where it was more hilarious than really gnarly or rad or anything like that. It was good though.
I guess
guess every time you go to a place that you haven't ridden, everything looks really cool. There's nothing like going to a city you've never been to before and checking out what's there.
I'm gonna tell you something.
My summer tour was a learning experience. 20 cities in 29 days. I got to do so many things I've never done before. I even learned how to wakeboard. I'm gonna get this. Well, that didn't go too well. And while I never really mastered wakeboarding, I learned that it's easy to make a collect call with 1-800-CALLATT to save big bucks while keeping in touch with friends. Just dial down the center!
Dr. Kravitz?
Let's lose that appendix.
Mother, I'm home! I'm a big, spicy butterfly! I gotta get out of here!
Never do it, Slim Jim.
Eat me!
This is Dave Mirra. Leave a message.
Yeah, Mirra, you ain't nothing, man. I'm playing your video game and I just smacked you something silly, yo. You got tricks? I know your tricks. You think you can reach a higher level? You ain't got the spleen to take me. You ride tough parks? Wait till you break off a piece of what I'm building. You hear me, Mirra? You better cash in one of those miracles, boy, because I'm coming over and I'm gonna kick your... Dave Mirra, Freestyle BMX 2, rated T for teen. From Acclaim Max Sports. Aight?
The Dave Mirra BMX Super Tour is brought to you by Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Snap into a beefy, spicy Slim Jim. And by 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
They'll never get it. Yo, brother, it's got to be copacetic. One time, yo, they'll never get it. Yeah.
Because of the time, we didn't have enough time to do everything we wanted to. We detoured and went to Binghamton, New York, which is, there's a skate park there called East Coast Terminal. I was really impressed with the whole scene there.
Walked in here and just kind of went, wow, there's a lot of stuff to do here.
The scene there was just, I don't know, everything was graffitied. It was kind of a rundown building, but they made the most of the space they had, and we rode for quite a while.
When I walked into the park, I actually had to do some bike maintenance on my bike, so everyone else was already kind of riding, getting used to the park. So about the time I got out there, everyone was pretty warmed up, and as soon as I walked out, Dave did this humongous wall ride. Like, it was, I think, 2 5-foot quarter pipes with a 7-foot, like, kind of quarter wedge thing in the middle, and he seriously was next to the roof.
Geared up and then kind of saw that one wall ride and stuff and decided, I'm going to go for it, whatever. And I came up a little short. I wanted to try to get in smoother, but it just kind of came up a little short.
You might as well just wall rode the roof.
I was really super psyched on that. Just everything here that I did, I was psyched on. It was like new park, kind of just coming in and just see what you can do in a few minutes. I mean, we didn't plan on staying real long, and they closed at 10, and we just wanted to, kind of play around for a while.
I had a lot of fun on this hip. As long as I'm doing something like where I come in fakie or just something on a small ramp, tech-type lip tricks. And there were a lot of things there that accommodated that style of riding.
Troy did this really good transferred all the way over. It was pretty big, I thought. Laird learned downside tail whips. at the end of the night, so that was pretty cool to see because I know he'd been talking about that.
That was a sub that I wall tapped over with no deck, you know, and I was like, oh man, over ice, you know, just kind of something different. I mean, it's fun. So I over ice picked, you know, kind of a freaky looking thing with a sub that usually would have a deck, and it really doesn't. So stuck that in. That was awesome because it actually balanced out. Perfect first try. And
Dave was just wall riding all over the place. There, someone mentioned something about this back room that had this wooden rhythm that I had no idea about, you know, no one had even said anything when we got there. So me and Troy go upstairs to check it out, and it was just amazing. We rode that, probably, I'd rather ride that than the skate park, truthfully, because I haven't really ridden any trails for like back-to-back tricks and stuff.
Headed into the spike room they got, which is wooden rhythm, and just kind of float around and stuff. And I love that kind of stuff because it's just a good workout and it's fun, and it's just you can go through it and do no tricks and it still feels awesome. So I had a lot of fun in there doing that.
Clint Eastwood rides again.
I definitely want to come back up here again. It's a great park. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow because we're gonna go buy camping equipment and all that good stuff, and we're camping out tomorrow at Woodward Cave and Campgrounds, which is a few miles from the actual Camp Woodward.
We're heading to my second home in America, which is Woodward Camp. But we're staying at the Woodward Campgrounds. We're going to set up tents and just have a little outback.
I know everybody was stoked on that. Woodward's like the Disneyland of ramp, bike park, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's just, the situation is, everybody was very excited to go to Woodward. But before we got to Woodward, we had to have a special night stay. I think Dave kind of wanted to, not necessarily humble everyone, but it was just a good experience.
Scenario, I haven't camped in years, probably 15 years, and it was kind of like I wanted to go back and camp, and I thought it was awesome. We're going to buy camping equipment, tough guy. Why? I'll camp you out.
And we had to get some supplies to camp out in. So we headed off to a department store. I won't name any names, but it happens to be the largest department store chain in the world. And we didn't seem very welcome there. I guess the fact that there were cameras out, there's about 20 of us, and just by nature, we're all buffoons. It just didn't go over too well there.
How much did you count us up?
We were in the department store and they're filming us, you know, buying all the equipment, whatever. And you're not supposed to have any cameras in there. I don't know why. They're all talking about, like, give us your camera, you know? And a $3,000 camera, like, yeah, we're gonna give it to you. And then Eaton had a little, just kind of a small camera, fits in your palm. I think he got away with that for a while. And then they got him. They got everyone. They're on top of it.
It was definitely a great experience. Anything from setting up the tents, which is funny.
It's relatively easy.
Somebody asked for a hammer? Can't touch this.
Funny, of course, DMC, he's the guy that, you know, he kind of just stayed in the background waiting for everybody to put their tent together so he could decide which one was the most comfortable for him to dive into.
I'm just worried about a pack of bears, a pack of wild bears, because they
usually don't travel in packs, just wolves. No, they don't. Bears are...
Be listening
they're
for
not pack owners.
is at night is the snort. Don't come out.
I think he thinks I'm 8.
That was a lot of fun, just setting up the tent. And once we did that, it seemed like everybody's spirits were kind of like, had a sense of accomplishment within themselves. Like everybody was kind of like, all right, now let's have some fun.
After we played some football, it was starting to get dark, and we went into town and did some laundry. And, Wells broke some light in the laundromat, getting all crazy. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was throwing some stuffed animal around, and it like hit the ceiling fan and whipped into the light, and the fluorescent light hit the ground and scared the crap out of Dave because it was like right behind him. He didn't know if it was coming on top of him or what. But after we finished up with the laundromat, we all headed back to the campground, and they had a fire going, and everybody just kind of sat around and is like, you know, just nostalgia. Everybody's talking about old contests and memories of the tour and memories of, you know, past times and all the good stuff. Everybody was just hanging out playing cards until about 2 in the morning.
I don't know, I had a pretty good time camping. You might want to ask some other people. They look like they've been beat up or something, but I don't know, I was pretty psyched.
If you're concerned about hair loss, call Hair Club now and get this booklet or CD-ROM free. It's packed with the latest information on hair loss breakthroughs from around the world, including hair cloning and genetic therapy. It's loaded with the latest updates on all the proven hair loss options available today, including approved drugs, shampoos, and Hair Club's new procedures. So call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now to get more information. Hair Club, over 25 years of hair loss experience available at your fingertips.
I've always loved working on computers, and in the Army, that's what I do.
If you never thought about the U.S. Army or Army Reserve, think about this. There are 212 ways for you to become a soldier and work at a job you'll love. Call 1-800-959-ARMY for this free video to find out which job is right for you and discover the 212 ways you can be an Army of One.
I love what I do.
Tonight on ESPN, Jack Nicklaus and Ben Crenshaw in Shell's Wonderful World of Golf, and later Sports Center, followed by Baseball Tonight. On ESPN2 at 6 RPM tonight. Then catch up with the NFL on NFL Tonight at 6:30, and later Southern Miss takes on Louisville. And on ESPN Classic, SportsCentury profiles the legendary Vince Lombardi, followed by Mike Tyson's greatest hits, and then Ali versus Ellis, and catch the new 24-hour ESPN News.
Woodward Camp is an amazing place. There's no other place like it in the world, and it's in a place that's not like any other in the world. It's just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And you know, rolling into Woodward is always an adrenaline rush because you know there's no other place like it that has that many kind of ramps and different variety of riding that just suits everybody's riding style.
Woodward helps progress riding in a lot of ways. One of them is the vert resi and also the box jump foam pit. Those are two areas that have really pushed the sport, and it's almost like they pushed the sport into fast forward. We're seeing tricks come out from the foam pit and the vert resi, which were first designed for the most part by Woodward. So, you know, definitely a lot of credit goes to them. They're always listening to the riders and what they want to do and what they want to see new. And like I said, it just kind of helps the whole sport progress.
It was kind of cool because camp was already in session, so there's a ton of kids hanging out already. When the riders showed up, it was just instant pandemonium. I mean, we weren't even going to do a demo for like 3 hours later, but everybody was hanging out and riding ahead of time. So like the demo didn't start till 2 o'clock. We showed up at 12, and all the riders were so amped to just get riding that they started at 12 and, you know, went until the demo was over at about 6 o'clock. So it was nuts.
It's kind of cool, actually. We showed up a couple hours early so we could basically just have some free time of riding, go to whatever area you wanted to in session, and it's kind of rad. I headed straight for the resi box jump and the foam pit because I had some stuff I wanted to try in there.
This way, just like you did. That's what I was saying. You got to be like this. Looking over the steer tube, like.
Oh, so I gotta keep my head over the front, kind of.
Yeah, like just be like this and be like.
Where we going? This is the whole new cement park there at Woodward, so I've never ridden here, but I heard it's insane and it looks pretty crazy, so. But I'm not really much into cement, so maybe this will change my mind.
was cool though. Like, you know, I ended up having a really good session for a couple hours. The demo started. We all went out to the cage to do the demo.
Get a little noise out of everybody.
The thing around about Koji is that he's an all-around rider. He can ride street, he can ride vert, and he rides it really well. And he's got a good head on his shoulder, so he's somebody that you're going to see for a long time.
I'm in need of a band. I've been feeling broken. I'm in need of a band.
It was one of those things, I think the demo was a little bit more laid back because the riders were the ones that were the actual audience. It was mostly the riders and, you know, they can appreciate, you know, bar spin, tire tap, whereas like maybe the general public, all they want to see is backflips. So it was kind of cool, you know, seeing them in that environment.
And now I know I still believe.
One of the things I was able to do at the cage there was bar spin foo-fnoo on the doubles. I hadn't actually done it before. I foo-fnooed it a few times in previous times at Woodward, but got to spin the bars this time. It took me a couple of tries, but I ended up firing it out sweet.
Nyquist was doing some good stuff. Besides the 720s, he's officially lost the 720. I can't say I'm happy, but we did tell him it was going to happen one day. He'll have him back there for sure.
Dr. Kravitz?
Let's lose that appendix.
Mother, I'm home. I'm a big, spicy butterfly. I gotta get out of here.
Eat me.
I have choice. I have options. I have seemingly limitless opportunities. The decision is mine.
Really into DVDs? Blockbuster's got hundreds of titles, which makes deciding on one pretty tough. And if you think that's tough, try deciding between this guy and this guy. At Blockbuster, you can. Go to Blockbuster now and you can vote to send your favorite all-star players to this year's NFL Pro Bowl. Blockbuster, bringing entertainment home.
Spare Thoughts with Jason Couch, professional bowler.
Come on, Jason. Show the world that bowlers are true athletes. No 8-figure salaries, no groupies, just real men who get the job done. Hey, lane boy, where's my sparkling water? Oh, he is so fired.
The PBA Great Lakes Classic, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
Let's use his phone here. We'll call Kevin Robinson. I want to see this new vert ramp.
Let's give him a call.
So you got your calling card on you?
No, dial 1-800-CALL-ATT.
I mean, those guys ride harder than anybody I've ever seen, and when it came to demo time, they were already all sweated out and warmed up and tired, but they still put it on the line and pulled out all their gnarliest tricks and put on an awesome demo for all the campers that were there at Woodward.
I knew it was flimsy. I wanted to see if I could foo-fanoo it, because I said, you know, I know nobody's really thought about foo-fanooing that sign. It's probably gonna break, whatever. So I tried it about 4 times, I think, before to see and test it. And at one point I was like, there's no way. And then I said, you know what? Actually, it'll happen. It'll definitely happen.
Is my prime.
After the street demo, we headed down towards the vert ramp.
Now the birds and the trees are deformed and disease, and the leaves and the trees are wilting.
Dave actually did some pretty big stuff.
The skies of my eyes won't heal thanks to you. And the sun is obscured since you told me those words that you can't be with me. And you got to be free because you're selfish and rude with a bad attitude. But you can't see.
Doing the flare, and it felt so awesome. Slow-mo, bigger transition, just relaxed, slow motion, coming around and just, you know, it's blind for a portion of the flip. And then you come around and you see the ramp, and I just see where I'm gonna line up, and I came in so good. It was just, felt awesome. And then I sat down and let Kevin Robinson and Scott Wirch and Mike Laird finish the demo up.
Whatever you tell me to. This is me now. You are forgiven. And this is me now. Things are fun again, you see. It wasn't that hard. Remember, what about me? What about me? Now the sun has arrived and the birds that all died are alive and revived and chirping at the branches. You made up your mind and there's barely a time. Let's not take any chances. Cause you're restless again and you wanted to hear. But I can't let you leave cause you promised to me you'd do what I say and you said that you'd stay.
Anyway, Koji's off. I got a little tear in my eye. Wait a minute. That's sweat, sorry. Anyway, Koji, I'm glad you came on this round. Next year. Cool.
Repeat after me. I'm sorry. Repeat after me. I state your name, love you, and it's the truth you see.
My summer tour was a learning experience. 20 cities in 29 days. I got to do so many things I've never done before. I even learned how to wakeboard. I'm gonna get this. Well, that didn't go too well. And while I never really mastered wakeboarding, I learned that it's easy to make a collect call with 1-800-CALLATT to save big bucks while keeping in touch with friends. Just dial down the center!
Hi, I'm Wilford Brimley, and I've had diabetes for about 20 years. I stay active and I feel pretty good most of the time. See, I do a few simple things now. I'm not perfect, but I try and watch my diet and exercise, and I check my blood sugar. And I get all my diabetic testing supplies from Liberty Medical. If you're 65 or over and on Medicare, call Liberty. They can help you live a better life. Hundreds of thousands of people trust Liberty. They're the nation's leader in home delivery of diabetic testing supplies. Bring everything you need right to your door. Fill out your insurance forms, even bill Medicare or your insurance company, and you pay no money up front. Oh, and they carry all the brands. If you have diabetes, you check your blood sugar and you check it off, and there's no reason not to. And call Liberty. They can help you live a better life.
For more information on free home delivery, call toll-free 1-800-233-0500.
This week on ESPN Wednesday Night Hockey, Mike Modano takes the Stars to St. Louis, where they look to pay back last year's playoff sweep at the hands of Chris Pronger and the Blues. Stars Blues, Wednesday at 8 on ESPN.
We figured since we're in New York City, Acclaim is just kind of down the street. We'd figured we'd go down there and kind of check out the new game and see what was going on with those guys, because we haven't really seen them too long, and wanted to for sure see, Laird wanted to check out the new game and play it, and he's kind of like a video game freak.
I was probably the most excited out of anyone on the Fun Mover to go see it. I'm a big video game nut, and I'm really stoked on the game.
We meet Sean as we come in. I'm Dave Mirra. I'm looking for Sean Rosen.
Oh, sure, Dave. Welcome to Acclaim.
Thank you.
Let me page you for you.
Hey, Sean. How you doing?
Hey, yeah, we're here.
We made it.
Mike.
Well, you want to show us? Let's see the game.
Let's go.
All right.
They gave us a tour of like their testing facilities.
This is all of QA, and these guys are hanging out testing the games.
They got people working full time, just playing demos and just picking up the bugs that are in them. And that was definitely a treat to see. It's always good to see something behind the scenes like that. And I can't wait for the new game to come out. And my mom and everyone's proud of me for being in it.
And they got this machine that kind of goes around and takes pictures of your heads, like full 360-degree thing, and soon enough, we could check the image out after we were done.
Had my goatee all dialed. They had Wirtz, his flat head, pointy, perfect. McKay slanted eyes. Not to mention Troy McMurray's bitten off here. I mean, every little detail was worked in on the game this time. We played a couple rounds of the new Mirra 2. I was extremely ecstatic about it. I thought it looked out of hand. The animation was really good.
Mike Laird has a lot of influence on that game, I believe. He talks to those guys on the emails, and he plays all the samples and tells them, that no-hander doesn't look right, or that manual isn't real, and they go in and they fix it. So it's pretty cool. It's amazing the stuff they can do with the video game these days.
What do you think of the game?
Oh, I like it a lot. I mean, I can't wait to see the final version, but when's it supposed to come out?
Game's coming out in the fall.
That's sick. I can't wait to see that. Well, cool. Well, thanks for the tour. And
You're very welcome. Very welcome. Guys,
we'll see you later.
New York City, like I said before, it's the center of the universe. Every time we're here, it's like you get this chilled, relaxed, but energetic feeling. We're in New York City right now, right by the Hudson River, right by this fun little manual ledge, this circular manual ledge. I did it when I was living here last fall. So much fun, I had to come back and do it again. We're just at Riverside Park, and I finally went for this Abubaca that was calling me out last fall. Didn't pull it perfectly clean. Landed it twice, but the rollback had so much speed. It's about a 7.5-foot railing above maybe a 5-foot mini, and you just have so much speed rolling back from that it's kind of hard to control it. But maybe next time I'll pull it perfectly clean, but I'm satisfied with how it worked today. Oh, the wall tap thingy on the posts. Something else I did the last time I was here, but it's kind of a rush because you're going and you have to get at least like 6 feet up in order to get onto the thing. There's just that whole aiming aspect. It seems to work out pretty well, but it's kind of a rush because you're going, if my wheel misses, this isn't gonna be pretty. But it worked out.
Let's lose that appendix.
Mother, I'm home. I'm a big spicy butterfly. I gotta get out of here.
Take me. Every so often, a song comes along that captures the first blush of romance. Introducing Rock and Pop Classics, 2 deluxe albums featuring your favorite romantic hits. Each CD comes in a beautiful and informative 32-page book.
Sometimes the snow comes down in June.
You get 2 Rock and Pop CDs and books for only $17.99.
I get lost.
Then you'll have the opportunity to audition other deluxe albums. No obligation to buy, satisfaction guaranteed. You'll enjoy the greatest love songs of rock and pop music.
Baby, come to me. Let me put my arms around you. This was meant to be. It happens all the time. This crazy love of mine.
Now you can have the ultimate romantic collection through this special introductory offer. 28 rock and pop hits on 2 CDs plus 2 hardcover books for only $17.99. Here's how to order. Call this toll-free number for Rock and Pop Classics. You'll get 2 CDs and beautiful hardcover books for only $17.99 plus $3.99 shipping. Have your credit card ready and call now.
We're going to Incline Club. Last demo of the tour. Pretty psyched. Pulling up to the last demo and seeing how big the crowd was. I mean, there was cars lined up all the way down the road. It was awesome. And knowing that it was the last demo of the tour for this year, and seeing Randy there and stuff, I mean, it was cool to have him at a demo, and the last demo, you know, kind of just wrapping the whole tour up. When you see all those people there for you watching, you know, your shows, you want to give it your all.
The anticipation for the demo to start was huge. I mean, everybody was really looking forward to it. So when the riders got off the bus, they had to work their way through the crowd.
Give it up for Scott Woods, Colin McKay.
It's just crazy. So every kid knew each rider, and they came in one at a time, and they all had their favorite rider.
And then Mr. Mirra!
Still, they were all rooting for everybody else there. So it was a slow build-up to an unbelievable demo. I mean, I was totally amazed by the level that these guys ride at a demo. I mean, really, it's only a demo, but these guys ride it like it's their final run in the X Games.
We're at the Incline Club in New Jersey. We're here for the Dave Mirra Super Tour. This is our last show, and we have a special treat. Randy the Macho Man Savage is showing up, so let's go see what he's up to. So what do you think of this craziness going on out here?
Tell you what, it's just gonna keep getting sicker, I think. You know what I mean? Watching the warm-ups. Those guys aren't warmed up right now. I don't know what to expect. You know, expect the unexpected, I guess.
Yeah, we hung out at the Slim Jim factory a couple of weeks ago. Actually, it's probably about a month ago, and you were there hanging out. I didn't get to see any riding, so I bet you're probably excited. I know you've been to the X Games and stuff before, but I know you got some favorites. Who are you looking to see go big out here?
There's a new kid starting out that shows a little potential, might someday be somebody if he follows what I got to tell him. That's Dave Mirra. I think he could make it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Dope. It's a crazy crowd, man. This is awesome.
No-handed backflip right there.
Right there, man.
Ryan Nyquist, the pit bull of BMX stunt run.
He wanted it bad. He wasn't going to be denied.
I did another no-footed can-can, nothing, and it's just one of those tricks that it's like the more I do it, the better it feels.
Rob Darden pulled an amazing wall ride to tail whip. I know that's like a super low percentage trick. Hardly anybody can land that. And on his second try, he nailed it to the pedals.
Woo! What do you think?
He rocked it, no doubt about it. Look at that right there.
Colin McKay is another really good rider I like to watch ride because he's got his own style and he's burly.
This notebook is bound to raise a few eyebrows. It's got a laser-sharp screen, hot swappable drives you can switch on the fly, a lightning-fast Intel Pentium 3 processor, and the power to turn heads. Envious? Why? For just $13.79, we can build one for you, the Compact Presario 1700T. Call 1-888-271-1020 to buy now and double your memory for free. Plus, get a free upgrade to a 2-year limited warranty.
You know, ideas and inventions come from people in all walks of life. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? If so, Invention Submission Corporation has information to help you get started. ISC is America's largest inventor service firm. Call now and learn how to submit your idea to companies through ISC's databank and apply for a patent. Even if your idea is just to improve an existing product, call for ISC's free information.
For your inventor's information, call 1-800-652-0101.
Hey, Bob, why don't we hang out inside the museum?
Skate where there are no limits. Introducing ESPN X Games Skateboarding for PlayStation 2. With mind-blowing fantasy levels, plus authentic X Games competition with 8 pro skaters and over 40 intense tricks. Skateboarding as you know it is now extinct. Rated E for everyone.
Mike Laird was trying some stuff. I think the one thing he really wanted to pull really bad was he was trying to wall ride the tail up onto the bank. Pretty techno trick. I know Rob pulled one earlier in the demo. He's like a tail whip man, so I wouldn't expect anything less out of him. He's, got those things wired. But Laird, I think he pulled a couple in his days, not too many. But he was definitely taking it. Like, he was taking some serious crashes.
I told him to go more straight when he's doing the wall ride instead of carving. So you can just pop off the wall and just concentrate on the tail whip. So, let's see. You feet, you listen to Darden, you stick shot. I'm the man. Mike's the man.
Thanks, Darden.
I told you. I told you.
It helped a lot.
definitely got a left in him, no doubt about that. He's going to go for it right now, and I like it like that. Here we go. He went for it, man. Give him props. All right.
That's coming in backwards off that wall up there. You can see how high it is.
He ramped up the pipe jump to the back wheel, to the jump, to the flip, to the skid jump. Double twice, both on the crow pin foot. Same.
I go in there and I just decided to foo-foo the railing, hop off once, break the deck. I do it again, miss it, and then I do it the next time. Then Wirtz went for it, and then I just did like 5 back-to-back foo-foos on this, just having fun with it.
People who seen him driving by, they swear they seen the ghost. You say he dead, played dead, ready to rail, ain't nobody could jam him. And if they're still with him, been long, they never going back to gang, cause he drives all night. Tonight, knowing everything will be all.
And then I just see this other big one on the other side of the mini ramp, and I just started to foo-foo that, and then went over and foo-foo the railing above the sub.
Here we go, here we go. Yes!
That was awesome.
And it's even sweeter that way when he didn't get it the first 4 times. Get it done again, man.
It's right over the top, huh?
This was a foo-foo tribute demo, where I just foo-fooed it as much as I could.
Feel the excitement.
Oh, yeah.
This is the last demo, the last couple hours we'll be together on this bus, and to be honest, it is kind of sad. I mean, I know I see these guys all the time at contests and stuff, and you know, I live in the same town as a lot of them, but it's more about the experiences you have on tour together.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is Dave Mirra. Leave a message.
Yeah, Mirra, you ain't nothing, man. I'm playing your video game and I just smacked you something silly, yo. You got tricks? I know your tricks. You think you can reach a higher level? You ain't got the spleen to take me. You ride tough parks? Wait till you break off a piece of what I'm building. You hear me, Mirra? You better cash in one of those miracles, boy, because I'm coming over and I'm gonna kick your... Dave Mirra, Freestyle BMX 2, rated T for teen, from Acclaim Max Sports. Aight?
I've always loved working on computers, and in the Army, that's what I do.
If you never thought about the U.S. Army or Army Reserve, think about this. There are 212 ways for you to become a soldier and work at a job you'll love. Call for this free video to find out which job is right for you. And if you call 1-800-645-ARMY right now, you'll also receive a free Army t-shirt with your video. Discover the 212 ways you can be an Army of One.
Cal Ripken. If you missed his Sports Century profile the first time,
he's always trying to get the edge.
Catch the encore presentation on ESPN Classic. He changed the game.
Cal set the standard for big shortstops
by showing up every day.
It wasn't that Cal Ripken didn't get hurt. He was hurt all the time.
Cal Ripken, Sports Century, the top 50 and beyond, 8 Eastern Friday on ESPN Classic. To get ESPN Classic, call 1-800-CLASSIC today.
Okay, go down this other way here.
Okay.
I'll show you this big half pipe here. It's
oh,
sick.
Mercy.
It's called the the Titanic.
Have you ever met anybody that could adapt to a situation like me that's never played this game before, and now I'm rocking the world?
You're a natural.
I'm a natural.
Here, you want a Slim Jim?
A Slim Jim? Oh my goodness! This is like giving Popeye some spinach. Now you got to give me olive oil.
No, I think I just shot myself
mercy!
in the foot.
That's right, you did, mercy. I'm telling you right now. I'm liking that. Yeah. You just watch this now.
What do you want to do? Hey, I think that you're pretty good at this, but
I'm doing good, man.
I say we go to the zone and see if we can work something out.
You want to bring it to another level? What are you trying to do? Challenge me, man? You're trying to challenge the champion?
I want to see how good the champion really is. I've heard a lot of talk, a lot of smack talk.
A lot of smack talk from who? From other people that know how good I am. Yes, exactly right. I'm pretty shy. I'm pretty shy about it. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna take me to the zone?
Yeah, let's go to the zone. Let's go.
That's not a bar now. That's someplace where we can get it done, right? Find out who the best is, better than the best.
Play basketball, right?
I can play basketball. Yeah. I can play football. I can play round ball. I can do it all, brother. I'm a macho man. Yeah. And I do it with a smile on my face. I look like I'm not trying, but at the end of the game, at the end of the day, they total up the scores. It's like the macho man won the first prize, and you got third.
Bronze is,
bronze is Slim Jim, and give it to you, okay? Bronze is Slim Jim.
I'm done with the gold, you know? That's what it's all about, is the gold.
Contest?
Contest. We're on. Let's go. Let's go to the zone.
I like that.
Let's do it. Hey, Mike, you want to head us down to Times Square?
Pussy, Times Square. Gotta beat the Miracle Boy. Madness is kicked in. Right. Do the deal. New York City.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How you doing, my brother? Skin. What's going on, brother? All right, man. How you like that, man? Hey.
They know you. They know you. Right here, the zone.
I know it, man. We're here.
All right. Hut one, hut two. Let's go.
Do it. Hey, sweet shot. Miracle Boy's on fire. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Get it out. That's good. Sweet. Unbelievable.
Tell him you're coming first in BMX racing all the time.
Good job. Keep ripping.
This is better than Disneyland, isn't it, Vinny? You get to meet Dave Mirra.
Oh, somebody's smoking.
Put over the tennis court.
Air hockey. There you go.
That's a good one.
Macho man. We got the guys over here. Macho man.
Unbelievable.
That was awesome.
I'm telling you right now, you beat the Macho Man right now, man. I'm telling you, man, I can't believe it. One word, rematch.
Definitely.
Is that cool?
Yep, but one thing, Randy, I'm kind of bummed. I got to get up.
Man, what's the deal, brother? Dave Mirra left me hanging. How you doing? Dave Mirra left me hanging, man. What's the deal, man? You know the deal. All right, man, that's okay. That's cool. Double meter. I know the deal. Up from the streets. Ain't no problem with that. I can do it. Taxi! Yo, taxi! Dude, nobody wants to pick me up.
Dr. Kravitz?
Let's lose that appendix.
Mother, I'm home. I'm a pygmy spicy butterfly. I gotta get out of here.
What happened to us?
Eat me.
My summer tour was a learning experience. 20 cities in 29 days. I got to do so many things I've never done before. I even learned how to wakeboard. I'm gonna get this. Well, that didn't go too well. And while I never really mastered wakeboarding, I learned that it's easy to make a collect call with 1-800-CALLATT to save big bucks while keeping in touch with friends. Just dial down the center!
Featherweight fight. Juan Manuel Marquez versus Johnny Walker. Friday night fights, 9 p.m. Friday on ESPN2.
Sidelines, Thursday nights at midnight Eastern, 9 Pacific on ESPN.
The Dave Mirra BMX Super Tour is brought to you by Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Snap into a beefy, spicy Slim Jim. And by DC Shoes. And by Subaru. Visit us at Subaru.com to see our full line of all-wheel drive vehicles.
So everybody just got along great, you know, and I guess it's not a surprise if you think about it. I mean, when you really break it down, we ride bikes for a living, you know, so what could we possibly have to be bitter about? We're in a luxury bus, you know, rolling around the country on somebody else's tab, just riding our bikes and having a great time. So, you know, there really isn't any reason for us to not get along. So made a lot of new friends and made some other friendships closer, and that's all I can really say. It was great, and can't wait till next year.
You're on tour, I'm alone, wondering just what you did with your phone. Try using it, I'm losing it. Never thought I'd lose you this way. Quit the band, get off stage, come back home, start acting your age. Look at me, look at us, I just found out I'm not allowed on your bus. Keep playing, I'll stay in, I can't see myself staying. Keep playing, I'll stay in, I'll be okay. Well, it was cute at the party at the lake, but hauling your gear is more than I can take. You said this little band thing wouldn't last. Guess I'm just a jackass. Stuck outside, got no pass. You're happy now, you make me feel like an ass.
It was a lot of fun. You know, the time sitting on the bus, playing cards, dice. All the demos we just laid it all on the line. We just went for it and just risked everything and just had a blast. And I'm psyched, and I can't wait for next year.
You're on tour, I'm alone, wondering just what you did with your phone. Try using it, I'm losing it. Never thought